And hello, welcome to another college football live stream and FCS matchup tonight from Stephenville, Texas. Number 3 ranked team in FCS, Tarleton State, against West Georgia, a team just outside the top 25 in the FCS poll. They are the first in the others receiving votes category, coming in obviously at number 26. Welcome in. We are going to preview this game momentarily, but first, do want to start off with a prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day, and thank you for everything you do for us. And please look over these players and fans alike, Lord. Keep everyone safe and healthy in this game, Lord, and do everything you do for us, Lord, and look over us. And keep us protected, Lord, as we do this in your name. Amen. West Georgia and Tarleton State. Tarleton State coming in 7-0 on the season. Has meant they're ranked number 3 in this week's Stats Perform FCS poll. They've been number 3 the last few weeks, behind the two Dakotas, North Dakota State and South Dakota State. They're taking on a West Georgia team that is just in their second year in FCS, and they're off to a 5-2 start this year. They started out 5-0 before dropping their last 2 games. And remember, and talk about Tarleton State in this game. Tarleton State has the win earlier this year over Army. They had a double overtime win. Outside of that double overtime win, Tarleton State has not played a game within double digits. 10 points is the closest game they have had, other than that double overtime win against Army. West Georgia coming in 5-2 has meant they are 2-2 in conference play in the United Athletic Conference. As mentioned, this West Georgia team just in their second season in FCS football. And they've been ranked a lot of the season. They are just outside the top 25 this week at number 26. But what a job this team has done in just their second season in FCS. Head coach Joel Taylor really has this West Georgia team playing very well, and they're going to be a force once they get fully acclimated and fully accredited to the FCS level. And meanwhile, Todd Whitten, the head coach of Tarleton State, of course, a successful season he's had this year at 7-0. They look to go 8-0 on the season. As we are just about set for the kickoff. Homecoming night in Stephenville, Texas. And we are going to see Tarleton State with the football first. We will keep you updated on the college football scoreboard as the night goes on. As the homecoming crowd arriving on an 85-degree evening in Stephenville, Texas. And we are underway. And this kick will go into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So from the 25-yard line, we'll have our first possession of the game. Tarleton State comes out on offense led by quarterback Victor Gabalis. He left the win last time against Chattanooga due to an injury, but he is back in the starting lineup tonight at starting quarterback. And the Texans have a 1st and 10 at the 25. First possession of the football game. And it's a handoff on first down, and this will be a minimal gain of a couple of yards on first down up to the 27-yard line. First play of the game, a carry for James Page. He brings up 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. Second down for the Texans. It'll be another handoff, and this time to the right side, and this will be a first down for Page as he gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. James Page picks up a first down for Tarleton State on the 8-yard gain. This has been a college football Saturday across the country that has seen its share of weather issues. And the pass for the first time. Over the middle, pass is caught inside the 40, 35, 30, 20-yard line. A fumble on the play. I don't know if they ruled him down or not, but Tarleton State recovered anyway. So it's a big gainer, however, on first down for the Texans. As the big reception made there for the wide receiver, Cody Jackson. And it goes right back on the handoff to Page, and Page will get stopped after a gain of 2 to the 25-yard line. And Tarleton State marching right down the field on the game's first possession. Second down and 8. Ballast pass is caught. That's going to be another first down. That's another reception for Cody Jackson, and this will be first and goal for the Texans. And just a little over 2 minutes into the game, Tarleton State threatening to dent the scoreboard already. Page gets the carry, and Page will drive it up to the 6, maybe the 5. Second and goal coming up for the Texans. This Tarleton State team was an FCS playoff participant a season ago, and in looking like very good shape that they're going to get back there again and be in very good shape to draw a first-round bye this year. Second and goal, ball at the 6. It's Page again getting the carry, and Page is brought down at the 2-yard line. Third and goal coming up for the Texans. Texans have a third and goal at the 2. Page again in the backfield with Gabalis out of the shotgun. And gives it to Page. Page bounces off one set of tacklers, goes right side, and Page will get in the end zone for a Tarleton State touchdown. And right away, 3 minutes, 36 seconds into the game, Tarleton State with the game's first touchdown, and it's 6-0 with the extra point pending. Extra point up, and the kick is good. 7-0 out of the gate. Tarleton State leading West Georgia. 11:24 to play in the opening quarter of play. So what a start for Tarleton State tonight. As Page finishes off the touchdown run. 8 plays, 75-yard drive, 3 minutes, 36 seconds. So now we will see West Georgia go on offense for the first time. And the kickoff will be a touchback at the other end. So West Georgia will get the football 1st and 10 from the 25, and out comes the West Georgia offense. Davin Widner, the starting quarterback for West Georgia. 6'5" junior out of Clinton, New Jersey. A transfer from Ole Miss. West Georgia has the football first down from their own 25, from their own 35 rather, as the kickoff went out of bounds. Widner gives the handoff on first down, and this will be a gain of a couple on first down. Latrell Merle getting the carry. Second and 7. They do give them 3 on first down up to the 38. First pass of the game is going down the field. That's going to be picked off. Intercepted for Tarleton State. That's Cassius Kearns, the defensive back with the interception. Senior out of Chicago. And West Georgia turns it over on their first offensive possession. So just like that, Tarleton State gets the football back. Excuse me. At the FBS level, we have just had a top 5 team lose for the first time this year, and there are 2 other undefeated teams that are in deep trouble late in their games. Keep you updated on the scoreboard. First down, Tarleton State at the 40 after the interception. And the throw deep down the field, left side, overshoots everybody and incomplete. Be second down and 10. So Tarleton State marched right down the field on their opening possession, 75 yards, and then pick up a turnover on their first defensive series. Gabalis with it, and Gabalis is going to get sacked. West Georgia was bringing the heat that time, and they get to Gabalis for the sack, and it'll be 3rd and long for the Texans. Boy, first real blitz of the game that West Georgia brought. 3rd and 13, back at the 36. Back in shotgun formation is Gabalis. Man in motion. Gabalis takes the snap. Looking down the field, airing it out down the field. That's going to be intercepted. One giveth, one taketh away. So a West Georgia pick after the Tarleton State interception, and the run back is deep into Tarleton State territory. Kiare McGlure, the cornerback with the interception for West Georgia. There is a flag on the play, so we'll see what this is. So, back-to-back interceptions. There was a penalty on West Georgia on a hold after the interception. So that's going to, instead of having it around the 28-yard line or so, that's going to bring the football back to the 47. But the interception still stands as the pick was following, or the penalty was after the pick. Let's run down the top 10 teams in the FCS poll this week. This is according to the Stats Perform FCS Top 25 poll. North Dakota State at number 1, as they have been all season long, the defending national champion. South Dakota State coming in at number 2. This Tarleton State team is at number 3. Montana comes in at number 4, and Montana State comes in at number 5 this week. Those 5 were unchanged from last week, as was number 6, UC Davis. They stay at number 6. Lehigh comes in at number 7. Tennessee Tech, what a year they're having. They're 6-0. They come in at number 8. North Dakota jumped into the top 10 this week. They're at number 9, and Illinois State rounds out the top 10. So the Missouri Valley Football Conference has 4 teams ranked in the top 10 right now. Big Sky in there with 3 teams. Big South OVC with 1, Patriot League with 1, and the UAC, United Athletic Conference, with 1, this Tarleton State team. We will run down scores from those top 10 teams. There's like number 1, North Dakota State. They were in a battle in the Missouri Valley today with Indiana State, and then bad weather came, and North Dakota State ended up pulling away in that game, 38-7. The final, we'll run down the rest of the scoreboard here next break, but West Georgia has the football here at the 47-yard line, and this is a handoff on first down and a good carry here inside the 50-yard line and into Tarleton State territory. A Tarleton State player lost his helmet. And that's a 6-yard pickup on first down for the running back, Latrell Morrell, and he is slow getting up. This is not good news for West Georgia. Training staff out to have a look at Morrell as we are stopped with 9:34 to play in the first quarter. Other scores, number 2, South Dakota State winning at Murray State, 35-14. Of course, Tarleton State, number 3, they're in action right here. Number 4, Montana, they defeated Sacred Heart, 43-21 today. Number 5, Montana State had a bye week this week, as does number 6, UC Davis, as they're still attending to Morrell here. Lehigh, number 7, they also had a bye this week. Number 8, Tennessee Tech, they're in action right now at Lindenwood and lead 38-28 with 5:33 to go. So if Tennessee Tech can hold on there, that will move them to 7-0. Number 9, North Dakota, wins at Southern Illinois 38-19. Number 10, Illinois State, defeated at home today by Youngstown State 40-35. So that's the scoreboard of the top 10 teams in the FCS poll this week, as we are at the midway point of the season. In fact, a little bit past the midway point of the season now for some of these teams. Run down some scores in major college football at the FBS level. I said we had a top 5 team go down. That had been the second one in the last 2 days, with number 2, Miami, going down last night. Number 5, Ole Miss, has lost for the first time. They were just defeated at number 9, Georgia, 43-35. 2 other undefeated teams in serious trouble. Number 7, Texas Tech, late in the 4th, trails Arizona State 19-14. Actually, Texas Tech just got a touchdown. Number 22, Memphis, trailing UAB 31-24. Of course, UAB going with a coaching change this week. And they are a minute away from knocking off number 22, Memphis. Memphis does have the football. So just about set to resume here. West Georgia will have a 2nd down and 4 in Tarleton State territory. 9:34 to play in the first quarter. Taking the snap, and it's going to be another handoff on 2nd down. This will be a 1st down carry inside the 40 up to the 37-yard line. It's TJ Lester getting the ball carrier this time, and he picks up 10 yards in a West Georgia 1st down. Out of the shotgun once again. 9 minutes and counting to go first quarter. 7-0 Texans. Man in motion. And this will be a quarterback keeper, and that'll be a gain of about 4 yards inside the 35 to the 32. Bringing up 2nd down and 6 as Widner kept it himself that time. We're going to give him 5 on that officially, so 2nd and 5. Widner out of the shotgun once again. And it's another running play and another handoff, and this one's going absolutely nowhere. In fact, it might have been a loss on the play. TJ Lester once again getting the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So now what will West Georgia go to on 3rd down and 6? At the 33-yard line of the Texans. Widner in shotgun once again. Widner with the man in motion takes the snap. Widner looking to throw. Widner with time. Time running out, and Widner sacked. Back at the 43-yard line, the time ran out. Angelo Anderson, senior out of New Orleans, with the sack on Widner. And that also may have knocked West Georgia out of field goal range. So it's 4th down and 15. And it will be a punt, as it did knock West Georgia out of field goal range. So they're going to try to pin Tarleton State deep. And ball bounces at the 5, takes a Tarleton State bounce, and it's going to be downed around the 14-yard line. And that's where Tarleton State will start their next drive of this game. A touchdown and an interception on the Texans' first 2 drives. And now they will come out for the 3rd time. Let's run down the rest of the FCS poll while we have a moment. Monmouth coming in at number 11. Southern Illinois came into the day at number 12. Abilene Christian coming in at number 13. That's a conference opponent of Tarleton State's here. Jackson State having a great year. They're at number 14. Villanova coming in at number 15. Rhode Island at 16. Lamar jumped 3 spots this week. They're at 17. Harvard jumps to number 18. And in case you're not aware, for the first time in like 80 years, the Ivy League will be a participant in this year's FCS playoffs. Northern Arizona, 19. Mercer at 20. Rest of the top 25. Presbyterian at 21. South Dakota, another Missouri Valley school, at 22. Austin P at 23. Idaho at 24. And Stephen F. Austin entered the poll this week at number 25. We will run down some more of these scores for you as the day goes on. as we are just about, 5 weeks away from the FCS selection show? 4 weeks, 5 weeks? 24-team playoffs in the FCS. This Tarleton State team was a part of the playoffs a year ago. They went out in the second round last year, hoping to make a deeper run this time. Mentioned Abilene Christian coming in at number 13, also a member of the UAC. They're in action here in about an hour. They're out west as they will be taking on Southern Utah. So back here, we're going to see Tarleton State with the football for the third time. 75-yard touchdown drive on the opening drive, and then an interception on their previous drive. And they will have it first down around the 14-yard line. And this will be a handoff on first down that's going to be for a loss. Back to the 12-yard line. West Georgia brought the blitz again, and it ends up a 2-yard loss on the first down play. Second down and 12 coming up. Page in the backfield with Gabalis again on second down and 12 at the 12. Gabalis will throw this time. Looking downfield, throwing left side, pass complete. That'll be across the 20, 25, first down, 30 and out of bounds around the 33-yard line. Good for 21 yards to the receiver, Trevon West, redshirt senior out of Fort Worth. First down, Texans at the 32. 5.5 remaining opening quarter. Tarleton State leading 7-0. And this is another handoff. This is Page again, left side. Page out of bounds at the 39. So another 7-yard pickup for James Page on first down. James Page, the main running back, he can also play quarterback if need be. And he'll get the run once again and will be close to first down yardage across the 40 to the 42. And I think he got there. And it will be a first down for the Texans. From the 42-yard line, first down. Fakes the handoff to Page this time and going deep, and a nice defensive play, incomplete. Great coverage and a great play defensively for West Georgia. Believe that was Jalen Burton that made the play downfield. Great coverage by Burton. Intended receiver was Cody Jackson. It'll be second down and 10. Football at the 42. And it'll be a running play again. It goes back to Page. And Page picks up about 4 yards to the 46. It'll bring up third down and 6 for the Texans. And now Page coming to the sideline for a breather. Third down and 6. Texans need to get to the West Georgia 48 for a first down. Out of the gun. And the pass too high and incomplete. West Georgia was bringing a little bit of pressure again, so Gabalis had to get rid of it, and Tarleton State will have to punt the ball. So ever since the opening drive touchdown, we've had an interception, a punt, and a punt. So Tarleton State on to punt this football with 4:01 remaining in the first quarter. Still waiting to set the football here. Play clock is running. I'm not sure why they're not setting the football. Play clock's down to 7 seconds. They're going to have to reset that. They have still not set the football. Now they finally set. And there's the punt. Fair catch called and made at the 18-yard line. So that's where West Georgia will start this next drive. Boy, it's now a final. Clemson has lost again. SMU gets a little bit of revenge from that SEC or the ACC championship game loss a season ago. So West Georgia has it. And here's a handoff on first down across the 20, 25-yard line, dragging the Tarleton State tacklers for about 4 more yards before being brought down at the 26-yard line. Clock down to 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And here's another carry, and this is going to be a first down for West Georgia up near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back carries for TJ Lester. First down from the 28.5, and it'll be another. No, it isn't. It's a fake, and it's a throw down the field, but too far down the field, overshoots everybody, incomplete. Be second down and 10 with 2:44 to go in the quarter. Second down. This is a handoff and a big gainer for TJ Lester across the 35 up to the 36. End up about an 8-yard gain, but it looked like it was going to be a lot more. But a nice open field tackle made by Tarleton State. It'll be third down and 2. Clock nearing the 2-minute mark in this first quarter. Look like they're about to snap the ball, and now it might be a play change here for Widner. Widner will hand it off. This will be a first down for the Wolves. TJ Lester across the 40 to the 43. Fumbles the football, and the Texans have recovered. It was a first down run, but the ball popped out, and the Texans were right there to pick it up. Second turnover of the quarter against West Georgia. And TJ Lester fumbles this ball. And Tarleton starts on the plus side of the field. First down for the Texans at the 43 of West Georgia, and this is a handoff and a gain left side. First down, a lot more, 30, 26-yard line. 17-yard pickup on first down. That's the running back, Trey Page III, getting his first carry of the game. Good for 17 and a first down. Under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. First down, and it'll go right back to Page. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Appreciate all you guys' live chat tonight, but again, it's doing the same thing. I apologize. I don't know why it's doing this. Doing the same thing as it did a couple nights ago. It's sending my messages twice. I don't know what the reasoning is for that. Second down and 10 here. Football at the 26 of West Georgia, closing in on the end of the first quarter. Navalis going down the field. Pass is going to be caught inside the 20 up to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 9. They're going to be a yard shy of the first down. Reception made by Marquise Willis. Third and a yard coming. And this is Page getting the carry, trying to get to the first down marker, and he will, but barely. He picks up a yard. Good thing that's all he needed, because that's all he got. And it'll be, well, I thought it was going to be a first down, but it looks like they might be marking him a little short. It's definitely, nonetheless, going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Quarter in the books in Stephenville, Texas on a steamy 85-degree early evening. And it's homecoming night in Stephenville for Tarleton State, and the Texans lead the Wolves 7-0 after one. They did mark him short of the first down, it looks like. So taking a look at some stats after the first quarter, Tarleton State put up 129 yards of offense. West Georgia just 38 in that first quarter. Two turnovers for West Georgia, one for Tarleton State. Both teams had an interception, and then West Georgia fumbled. All 38 of West Georgia's yards on the ground, and TJ Lester rushed for 34 of those. Meanwhile, Gabalis passing the football for Tarleton State, 4 for 8 for 82 yards. Page, the running back, 10 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. And the other Page, Trey Page III, carried 3 times for 17 yards. So mention some upsets in major college football at the FBS level. We had number 2 Miami last night go down to Louisville. We had number 5 Ole Miss go down at Georgia. Texas Tech, number 7, they have been down this whole football game. They now lead at 22-19 with 37 seconds to go, but Arizona State has a second and goal at the 1-yard line. So if Arizona State gets a touchdown and goes in front, that could very well put number 7 Texas Tech with their first loss. Number 4 Texas A&M getting a battle down in Fayetteville, Arkansas. They lead 28-20. Just underway in the third quarter. That kickoff got pushed back 2 hours because of weather. Tonight, and actually they've just kicked off, number 20 USC, number 13 Notre Dame. just underway. That is more than likely an elimination game as far as college football playoff goes for Notre Dame. That would be the third week or their third loss. Number 1, Ohio State, a big winner over Wisconsin, 34-0. Number 3, Indiana, no problems with Michigan State, 38-13. That will probably put Indiana number 2 in the AP poll when the new poll comes out tomorrow. Another top 10 upset, actually, LSU. They fell at Vanderbilt. Quite the signature win for the Commodores, 31-24 over LSU. So it has been upset-filled week in college football so far. And back to this one here in the second quarter, the number 3 ranked team in FCS football, Tarleton State, leading 7-0. And they did give the running back a first down on that. Okay, I saw one official say 4th down, but it looks like they gave him the first. And here's a handoff right side and into the end zone for a Tarleton State touchdown. And it is 13-0. Cody Jackson, the wide receiver, received the handoff and took it 16 yards for the touchdown. 13-0 Texans with the extra point pending. Extra point is up and good. $14-0 Texans, and on first play of the second quarter, Jackson takes the handoff and runs into the end zone. 14-0 Texans. So this drive for the Texans, 5 plays, 42 yards. Remember, started on a short field with that fumble. Took 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Jackson, 16-yard touchdown. They're actually calling that a pass on that play, not a. Looked like a side pitch to me, but they're going with a pass, so it's going to be a passing touchdown for Gabalis to Jackson. And it's 14-0 Tarleton State with 14:52 to go in the second quarter. So we are just about set to kick things off here following the second Tarleton State touchdown of the first half. And Arizona State has scored a touchdown over Texas Tech. So could Texas Tech be the 4th top 10 team to go down? No, 5th top 10 team to go down this weekend. And here's the kickoff. And taken at the 8-yard line across the 10, 15, 20, and a big open field tackle. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what this is. That was a great open field tackle on the special teams. I think that was Kobe Dickens that made that tackle, and we'll see what this flag is. And it's going to be a personal foul against West Georgia. That's going to back the football back around the 10-yard line. First down at the 11-yard line is where they spot this football. And here's a handoff on first down up the middle, and this will be a gain of about 3 on first down. And that will bring up second down and 7 for West Georgia as Morrell got the carry. Second and 7. And another handoff, and this will be Morrell again, and he will pick up another 5 yards up to the 19-yard line, setting up third down and 2. Third down and about 1.5 yards. And here's a handoff, and Morrell's going to get first down yardage for West Georgia across the 20 up to the 24-yard line. Move the sticks for the Wolves in a first down. Spot the football at the 23-yard line. First down, West Georgia. Shotgun snap. Looking, now rolling right, and nowhere to go with it, and he'll just throw it out of bounds. There was nothing downfield at all on first down. And it'll be second down for West Georgia. That was actually Owen Dupree that was in the game right there. Wide receiver playing quarterback right there, but it was incomplete. Now Widner comes back in. Second down and 10 for West Georgia. A direct snap to the running back, and this is going to be a first down for West Georgia, as that was a direct snap to, it ended up DeAndre Buchanan that got the snap. And actually, I think he stepped out of bounds prior to the first down marker. From the 33. Widner back in the shotgun. Widner looking. Widner being pressured. Widner rolling right and will slide down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 3 for Widner. They did give the running back a first down on the previous play, so it's second and 9. Kind of hard to see the sticks from the TV view here. This is going to be a big loss on second down. As it was an all-out blitz for Tarleton State, Morrell had nowhere to go and was brought down in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. Third down and 14 for West Georgia. Football back at the 30. Man in motion. Taking the snap. Looking now, going to his right, throwing downfield. Pass is caught at the 46-yard line. Reception made by the wide receiver Jordan Deese on third down and 14, and it's a first down for West Georgia, and on first down, this is going to be a gain of not much for Morrell. Second down and 10. No gain. And now we've got movement prior to the snap. And this is going to be a 5-yard penalty on West Georgia. So that'll make it 2nd and 15. Clock has stopped with 10:11. Now the clock starts back up here in the second quarter. 2nd and 15, back at the 40. Throw over the middle. That pass knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there by Tarleton State, and linebacker Bam Smith knocked the ball away. It'll be third down and long for West Georgia. Definite passing situation here for Widner and West Georgia on 3rd and 15. They need to get to the Tarleton State 45 for a first down. Widner changing the play here, looks like. Widner takes the snap. Widner has room to run, but he's not going to be anywhere near a first down. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. But West Georgia now on 4th and 12 is going to have to punt the football. So a couple promising plays on the drive, but the drive stalls out at the 43, and the Tarleton State defense comes up with a couple big plays. High snap. They're coming after the punt. It's blocked. They were coming after it. They blocked the punt, and Tarleton State's going to get the football at the 38-yard line. I didn't see who that was that got the hand up to block that punt that got through the line. Still didn't catch who that was. Apologize. And Tarleton State, for the second time, is going to start a drive in West Georgia territory. And this one inside the 40. .9:03 remaining in the second quarter. Tarleton State starting at the 38. And a first down pass. That's going to be complete up to the 29, maybe 28-yard line. Gain of about 9.5 on that pass play on first down. Another reception for Cody Jackson. 2nd and a yard. Football sitting at the 29. Caballas out of shotgun, takes the snap. Quick throw, pass a little high, incomplete. Marquise Willis, the intended receiver. It was a little high. It'll be 3rd down. Third and a yard. Football sitting at the 29. And the quarterback, Gamal, is just going to keep it himself. And on 3rd and 1, he will pick up the 1st down. And my apologies, that was not Gaballas. That was the backup quarterback, Daniel Greek, that got the carry. 1st down. 8 minutes and counting to play 2nd quarter. From the 26. Caballas back in. Caballas fakes the handoff. Caballas throws over the middle. Touchdown, Texans! A 26-yard touchdown pass. Caballas finds his wide receiver once again, Marquise Willis. And 6 more points for the Texans, 20-0 with the extra point pending. This Tarleton State team has been ranked in the top 5 in FCS pretty much all season long, and we're seeing in this first half why. This is an outstanding football team. Extra point is up, and the kick is good. And the Texans lead at 21-0 with 7:43 to play in the 2nd quarter. That drive only took 4 plays and went 37 yards. Took 1 minute, 20 seconds. Caballas to Willis, 26-yard touchdown. And Tarleton State nearing the 200-yard offense mark here in the first half. Their defense has held West Georgia to just 75 so far. Caballas in the first half, 7 for 12, passing the football 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did have the 1 pick. Widner on the other side for West Georgia struggled against this Tarleton State defense in the first half, just 2 for 6 for 25 yards and a pick. West Georgia has not been able to muster much offense at all against this Tarleton State defense. And as a result, they trail this game 21-0. So they'll try to find some offense somewhere. Try to get back in this game. 7:43 to go in the 2nd quarter. An update on a couple of FBS scores, and we have indeed had another top 10 team go down as number 7 Texas Tech goes down at Arizona State, 26-22 the final. So we have had number 2 Miami, number 5 Ole Miss, and number 7 Texas Tech go down to defeat already this weekend. Number 4, Texas A&M, is in a dogfight with Arkansas in the 3rd quarter. It's 31-27. Alabama's taken an early 7-0 lead on Tennessee. USC in front of Notre Dame 10-7. Number 22, Memphis, they lose for the first time as they fall to UAB. Does that take Memphis now out of the running for that group of 5 college football playoff berth? UNLV, who was also undefeated, they fell today as well. Talking about group of 5 undefeated teams. Boise State hung 56 on UNLV today. Back here in this one, it's 21-0 Tarleton State, 7:43 to go in the second quarter. I do want to mention to anybody watching the live stream at halftime, I will have to pause the live stream for a few minutes, but I will be back before the second half. Run down some first half stats and get ready for the second half. Here's the kickoff taken at the 11-yard line across the 25-30. This is a good kickoff return across the 40 and out of bounds around the 43-yard line. A good kick return and a special teams play that West Georgia needed. They needed to play like that. So West Georgia will have their best starting field position of the evening. Actually, I take that back. The field position off the interception was a little better than where they're at now. First down for the Wolves. Football at the 43. In a 3-touchdown hole. And here's a handoff on first down. This is going to be a minimal gain of a couple yards. Run out of bounds was Morrell. It'll be second down and about 8. Second down at the 45. Again, the shotgun snap. Dropping back and a sack back at the 39-yard line. I believe that was defensive lineman James Turrentine on the sack. And another 3rd and long coming up for West Georgia. Third and 13 for Widner and the West Georgia offense. Football sitting at the 39-yard line. Excuse me. Widner takes the shotgun snap. Widner looking. Widner throws over the middle. Pass is caught at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be a West Georgia first down. A 3rd down and long conversion. As Widner finds his wide receiver, DK Daniel. First down for the Wolves. At the 44 of Tarleton State. Widner, flag on the play, and this play is going to be blown dead. And it's going to be a false start. So that will move it back to a 1st and 15. Penalty number 4 of the half against West Georgia. Tarleton State yet to be penalized in this first half. 1st and 15 back at the 49. Widner. Man in motion. Widner takes the snap. It's a handoff. And a play that's going backwards a couple of yards as Morrell had nowhere to go. It'll be second down and 16 for West Georgia. Clock down to 5 minutes and counting left in the second quarter. Widner now getting a signal from the sideline. Looks like this might be a play change here. Widner takes the snap. Widner will keep it himself, a design quarterback keeper. Widner down to the 40, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So Widner picks up 12 on 2nd and 16, setting up now a manageable 3rd down and 4. Lester back in the game in the running back position for this third down play. Widner out of the shotgun. He will give the handoff to Lester. No, he won't. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down at the 35, a yard shy of a first down. And on 4th and 1 at the Tarleton 35-yard line, down 21 points, you're going to have to keep your offense out here. And it is a carry on 4th down. Ooh, I don't know. On 4th and 1, it's close. Looks like they're going to give it to him. TJ Lester got the carry on 4th and 1. And they are going to give him the first down. A yard is about all he got, so it's a good thing that's all he needed. First down at the 34. Widner takes the snap. Blitz coming again, and Widner sacked for the third time in the first half. Back at the 41-yard line, a loss of 7. Loss of 7 on the sack brings up 2nd and 17. Back at the 41-yard line. They just got that off before the play clock expired, and actually I think West Georgia may have taken a timeout prior to the play clock, and then they did. So a timeout called by West Georgia, their first of the half. That's what I posted. So a timeout here. West Georgia trying desperately to get on the board here before halftime. It is a 2nd and 17 from the 40 of Tarleton State. 21-0 lead for the Texans. The number 3 team in FCS football. Texas A&M has stretched out their lead over Arkansas. It is now 38-27, just underway in the fourth quarter. So Texas A&M trying not to become the 5th top 10 team to go down to defeat this week. A packed house on this homecoming Saturday evening in Stephenville. Second down, 17 for West Georgia. Football at the 40 of Tarleton State. Widner throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. That was dangerous. There was a lot of traffic there that Widner threw into. Luckily for him, it fell harmlessly incomplete, but yikes. Third down and 17. Clock is stopped with 2:10 to go in the second quarter. Widner takes the snap. It's a screen pass left side. It's got a long way to go, and actually it's going to be a backwards gain or backwards loss. Morrell received the screen pass. That's a very interesting call on 3rd and 17. And West Georgia is going to have to punt the football. Third and 17 and a screen pass to the left. That's a very interesting call. So it's going to be 4th and 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and West Georgia is going to have to probably punt the football. You'd be looking at a 59-yard field goal from this point. Again, I want to at the half, I'm going to briefly pause the live stream for just a few minutes. I have to go take care of something. I will be back right before the start of the second half, run down some first half stats, and get you ready for half number 2 on a first half that West Georgia has yet to get to the 100-yard mark in total yardage. Widner passing the football just 4 for 9 for 41 yards. West Georgia has been able to sack the Tarleton State quarterback Caballas 3 times in the first half. But it is a lead for Tarleton State of 21-0 here at the 2-minute timeout in the first half. So 4th down. And 18. West Georgia breaking their sideline following the 2-minute timeout. West Georgia to punt this football. There's the snap. And they come after it. Almost bought another one. They got the kicker. The punt goes into the end zone. I don't see a flag, but I saw the kicker get hit. Must be saying that got blocked into because there's no flag. So Tarleton State will get it back here with 1:53 to play in the second quarter. They have all 3 of their timeouts. And they will start this drive at the 20. Page the third in at running back this time on this first down play. First down at the 20. And the give is to Trey Page the third. Gets past the first set of tacklers and picks up about 5 yards up to the 25-yard line. Down to the final 100 seconds and counting here in this second quarter. 2nd and 10. Tarleton State hurrying up to the line. Again, they still have all 3 timeouts. Gabalis throwing deep down the field, overshoots everybody, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Intended receiver was Marquise Willis, but that was way overthrown by Gabalis. Third down and 5. Football sitting at the 25 for Tarleton State. Up 21-0. Clock stopped 1:26 here in the second quarter. Gabalis out of the shotgun. Gabalis looking, throwing right side, pass complete, first down and out of bounds across the 35, up to the 37-yard line, a 3rd and 5 pickup of 12 yards. Peyton Kramer with his first catch of the first half. First down at the 36. Gabalis to throw, this time going left side, and the pass is caught. Goes to the other sideline, this time to Bryce Parker. I wasn't sure if he got a foot down in bounds or not, but he did. That pass for 23. First down to the West Georgia 40. Gabalis throws over the middle, incomplete. Boy, Tarleton State sideline and players are saying there was a lot of contact there for defensive pass interference, but no flag. 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped with 1:09 to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Gabalis out of the shotgun once again. Gabalis pressured, and the throw is out of bounds, incomplete. He was almost sacked for the 4th time in this first half. Third down and 10. .105 on the clock here in the second quarter. Gabalis looking downfield, still looking, now throws across his body. The catch is made and out of bounds at the 28. Boy, he got by with that, but that is throwing across your body like that usually is a big no-no, but Gabalis got by with it. Ball up to the 27-yard line. Peyton Kramer with that reception, and he got out of bounds. Gabalis throws, pass caught, and down right there at the 19-yard line. That's Kramer again. And Tarleton State's going to take a timeout in 48 seconds. So that's Peyton Kramer's 3rd catch on this drive. Tarleton State uses their first timeout of the first half. Both teams now with 2 remaining. Clock is stopped at 51 seconds. Tarleton State looking for one more score on the board here before halftime. So following the timeout, Tarleton State will have a 2nd and 2 from the West Georgia 19-yard line. Gabalis out of shotgun once again. Gabalis will hand it off. This will be a first down run for the Texans inside the 15. Still dragging tacklers for about an extra 3 yards to the 12-yard line. Clock will stop to move the chains momentarily as we're under 2 minutes. Braylon Bridges got that carry and dragged the West Georgia tacklers about an extra 3 yards. Gabalis throws, pass complete, and down at the 9-yard line, stays in bounds, and so with 21 seconds left in the quarter, Tarleton State will use their second timeout. So they're down to 1 remaining. They're doing a great job driving down the field and using that clock. So even if they score here, West Georgia is not going to have much of any time left at all at the end of this first half. Just like the Texans drew it up. 2nd and 6 following this timeout. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Texans. Football at the 9-yard line. Man in motion. Gabalis out of shotgun. Takes the snap. Gabalis is sacked back at the 15. And Tarleton State's going to have to use their last timeout, I think. Or they may just take the field goal right here. Let it tick down and take the field goal. Second sack for West Georgia in this first half, and Tarleton State will take it down to 3 seconds and take a timeout and bring on the field goal kicker. So with 3 seconds left, Tarleton State will try to push this lead to 24-0 going to halftime. This field goal attempt will be 33 yards for Brad Larson. Be the final play of the first half, barring a defensive penalty. Snap is good. Kick is away, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Tarleton State, well, hang on. Right before the kick, West Georgia took their second timeout. So a little bit of the freeze the kicker tactic for West Georgia here. So we'll try it one more time as Larson will try from 33. From 33 yards. Here's the snap. Kick is away for Larson, and the kick is good again. And it's 24-0 Tarleton State as we have reached halftime. And the number 3 team in FCS showing every bit of it, up 24-0 at intermission over West Georgia. Dominant first half for the Tarleton State Texans. They put up 246 yards of offense in the first half. And lead it at the half, 24-0. That last drive was 12 plays, 64 yards in a minute 53 seconds, and a Larson 33-yard field goal to end the second quarter. Again, going to briefly pause this live stream for a few minutes. I will be back right before the start of the second half, run down some first half stats, get us ready for the second half of this one in a game Tarleton State leads 24-0. Brief pause on the live stream and be back with you.